What if I told you that a brief meeting years ago between a tech visionary and one of the most infamous financiers in modern history would later ignite waves of speculation across the internet? When we talk about Jeffrey Epstein, we are talking about a man whose name became synonymous with power, secrecy, and scandal. A financier who cultivated relationships at the highest levels of society, from politicians to royalty, from Nobel Prize-winning scientists to Silicon Valley entrepreneurs. After his arrest in 2019 and his death inside a Manhattan jail cell, the world was left with more questions than answers. His network became the subject of global scrutiny. Every contact, every photo, every flight log. And that brings us to Elon Musk. To understand why Musk's name occasionally appears in conversations about Epstein, we first need to understand how Epstein operated. Epstein strategically positioned himself as a connector, a man who could introduce billionaires to scientists, philanthropists to investors, politicians to donors. He donated money to research institutions. He attended elite gatherings. He funded ambitious scientific ideas. His influence wasn't necessarily about public business ventures, it was about private access. Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, is arguably one of the most influential entrepreneurs of the 21st century. From electric vehicles to reusable rockets, from satellite internet systems to artificial intelligence development, Musk's projects attract global attention. As a result, he moves within elite circles that overlap with politicians, academics, investors, and global power players. So when reports surfaced that Jeffrey Epstein had once met Elon Musk, the internet reacted immediately. Here's what is publicly known. In 2011, Epstein reportedly met Elon Musk at a gathering in New York. According to Musk, the meeting was brief and arranged by a third party. Musk later stated publicly that he did not know Epstein well and that their interaction was limited. There is no record of Musk visiting Epstein's private island. There is no evidence of Musk appearing in flight logs related to Epstein's jet. There have been no charges, lawsuits, or court documents tying Musk to Epstein's criminal enterprise. Yet, in the age of digital speculation, even a single photograph or meeting can become the seed for countless theories. It is important to remember that Epstein actively sought out high-profile individuals. He approached scientists, tech founders, investors, and philanthropists. Being introduced to Epstein did not automatically imply awareness of his crimes. For many, Epstein presented himself as a wealthy donor, interested in science, innovation, and global development. In fact, after Epstein's 2008 conviction in Florida, which resulted in a controversial plea deal, he continued to rebuild connections within elite communities. Some individuals later claimed they were unaware of the full extent of his past. Others distanced themselves once his 2019 arrest brought renewed attention to his activities. Elon Musk has publicly denied any meaningful relationship with Epstein. He has stated that he declined invitations and had no ongoing contact. To date, no official investigation has implicated him in Epstein's trafficking network. So why does this connection continue to circulate online? Because Epstein's case represents something much larger than one man's crimes. It symbolizes a broader distrust in elite networks. Many people believe powerful individuals protect each other behind closed doors. When the justice system appears incomplete, when sealed documents remain unreleased, speculation fills the vacuum. Social media accelerates this dynamic. A screenshot spreads faster than a fact check. A headline travels further than a correction. The nuance between met once and associated closely often disappears in viral narratives. There is also the broader context of Musk's public persona. As a highly visible billionaire who frequently engages in controversial debates online, Musk attracts intense scrutiny. Supporters see him as a visionary disrupting entrenched systems. Critics see him as emblematic of concentrated wealth and influence. In that polarized environment, even minor historical connections can become amplified. At the same time, it is crucial to separate documented facts from assumptions. The documented facts show that Epstein had a history of seeking proximity to powerful individuals. The documented facts show that Musk acknowledged a brief meeting. The documented facts do not show involvement in criminal conduct. And that distinction matters. Epstein's network included politicians, royalty, academics, financiers, and entrepreneurs. Some were deeply entangled, others appeared only peripherally. The challenge for the public is distinguishing between proximity and participation. The larger mystery surrounding Epstein, including questions about his finances, his clients, and the circumstances of his death, continues to fuel public fascination. Why were certain records sealed? Who else was involved? How extensive was the network? These unanswered questions cast long shadows over every name that appears in his orbit. In the end, the story of Elon Musk and Jeffrey Epstein is not a story of proven collaboration or criminal partnership. It is a story about how power networks intersect, about how reputation can be shaped by association, and about how, in the modern information age, even brief encounters can become permanent digital footprints. The Epstein case remains one of the most controversial scandals of our time. And until every document is fully disclosed and every question is answered, speculation will continue to swirl around anyone who ever crossed paths with him. The real lesson may be this: in elite circles, access is currency. But in the court of public opinion, association can become accusation, even without evidence. And that tension between fact and suspicion is what keeps this story